All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Smile Theory podcast. I'm here with my really good friend, Dr. Sahar Kareem, Art of Dental, Westland, Michigan. Doc, I've had the privilege of working with you for we're just shy of 2 years now,
Oh, yeah.
which is crazy. I think September is 2 years.
Yes.
So in those 2 years, I think we've done great work together. I was able to immerse myself with the team, kind of get to know your vision, your style. We made some pretty good content.
Yes.
And I learned a lot about, your dental story and your vision and all that stuff. But what I didn't find out until recently is how you got here,
Yeah.
to America. Like, I
Yeah.
had no idea that. I think you told me you were a refugee.
hmm
What was it
So,
like coming to America?
well, a lot of people don't know that I'm a refugee. So when they find out that I wasn't actually born in the States, I always get like shocked reactions. My parents had to escape Iraq. They actually had a very tragic story and they somehow made it without dying along the way. So, and my mom was pregnant with my sister. We ended up stopping in Guam. But we were part of this Operation Pacific Haven. It was something where US troops took so many Kurdish families from the north of Iraq during the time of war and brought them here to the US. So if you look it up, you actually see articles. And sometimes my family will say, let's see if we can find ourselves in the pictures. Because it was the story of how they got here is actually insane. Like, we ended up coming with nothing. Along the way, along the journey, my dad got his wallet stolen that had his whole life in there, and so it was on top of starting over, he really had to start from
Yeah,
scratch.
that's
So all
wild.
his money, even his identification was gone. So, I mean, I was too young to know how bad it was, but I felt the effects after the fact.
Yeah,
I mean, we grew up with basically barely enough to make ends meet, but
sure.
I never really felt that my parents tried really hard to make us feel like we never felt poor, if
Right.
that, you know? So, yeah, I mean, people sometimes think that, everything was just handed to me. No, I actually really had to work very, very hard to get to where I am today.
Yeah.
And I just I hope my story can be a inspirational story for young children of immigrants who want to one day, be something here.
Right. Absolutely. Now, you might not have direct recollection of that experience, but I'm sure just growing up and learning about it after, um, would you say that it shaped you as a person or shaped the way that you approach dentistry?
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, the fact that I'm even a dentist right now, I mean, my parents suffered so much to come here to the US and give us a better life than what we would have had in Iraq. So I had no choice but to make it worthwhile.
Sure.
So I had the option of doctor, engineer, or lawyer.
Yeah.
So I chose some form of doctor. But, I say that just to be funny, but really my parents, they were my biggest motivation because I couldn't let their sacrifice go to waste. I
Sure.
had to do something in order to make something of myself. And really, I'm the walking representation of the American dream. I mean, people are sold this new life that you never could have imagined. And I'm here as proof that, yeah, one day you can come from war and end up a successful practice owner in another country. I mean, I'm as American as it gets.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I would have never guessed. I mean, I
Yeah.
was, very surprised when you told me, but,
Mhm.
I think you're right. That is a true testament to the American dream.
Yes. It's
Um,
the land of opportunity.
yeah. Um, so when did dental come to the picture? What drew you to it? Why dentistry?
I mean, I did know somehow, some way I was gonna get into the medical field. I wanted to be a cardiologist. That was always my goal in life, but things didn't work out. And then I worked at a dental office. I just saw how life-changing it was. I didn't realize that, your teeth are your identity. That's the first thing people see about you, and transforming that or, like, fixing people's insecurities, like, the amount of emotion that is, involved in that. So I thought to myself, yeah, why not? This is something, I mean, dentistry is part of, your health.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's a form of medicine. I mean, I had to branch off of that, but in a way I did end up achieving my dream of becoming a doctor. It was just a different kind of doctor.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, I've always loved teeth. I always took pride in having good teeth, but I mean, why not do that for others?
sure. And I think, I think that was kind of understated, but, things keep coming out now where they're looking at your mouth
Mhm.
and they're detecting big problems in other parts of the body. So it's almost like the highway into your
Yes.
whole immune system and all that. So
Oh, it's all connected.
yeah,
I mean, people really underestimate oral health, but it's important.
absolutely. So you're young, for
Yeah.
for where you are.
Yeah.
And I say that because I've worked with some other dentists, so you didn't really follow the traditional route. Um, I think a lot of people spend maybe years and years and years, as an associate, and then they contemplate maybe doing something, or they just stay there. So, what was that like for you? Like, how did you become a dental owner?
I really didn't think I was ever gonna be an owner. I mean, I thought, okay, 10 years out of graduation,
Sure.
maybe I'll even think about it. But I mean, I didn't realize my dental school put me ahead of other graduates. So I mean,
Yeah.
as an associate, I want to say at the 2-year mark, I was just really well versed in dentistry. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. I just like picked up on things so quick, and everyone would tell me, "Oh, you're better than we thought. You're young and you're doing." So I kept thinking to myself, "Wait, what does that mean? I don't know what
Yeah.
that means." So I didn't realize that I was ahead of the curve. I mean, I always tell people it's shocking to people when I say that I started college at 16. So I've always been interested in like education and just I've never I've never been able to be mediocre at anything I've done, and I think it goes back to my story of,
Sure.
hardships. It's just I have to put my everything into whatever I do. So, yeah, I mean, I graduated and then just worked really, really hard, got to the point where, okay, like, I think I'm comfortable enough. So when the idea was brought up, "Okay, let's open up a dental practice," I thought, "Okay, am I ready for this?" And then I kept telling myself, "Okay, like, just do it. What's the worst that can happen? You fail, you go back to being an associate."
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like 3 years just flew by, and right now my practice has grown so tremendously. I can barely keep up, but I mean, I have amazing doctors that I've mentored and gotten to this position. But I mean, yeah, I worked really hard to be able to be so young and be where I am.
I'm gonna dig into that
Okay.
because I can relate to what you were saying about, being a perfectionist, and that usually also means control freak. That's
Yes.
speaking for myself,
Yes.
but scaling a business,
Mhm.
right, versus working a practice is completely different. And it
Yes.
involves delegating and letting go. And sometimes we get in our own way and we think that, we're the only ones who can do it right. So what was that experience like?
I mean, the hardest thing I've ever had to do was let go of the reins and let someone else take over. But I realized I became even stronger by doing that. I'm empowering the people that work with me, and now we're working together to achieve goals that I've never even had for myself.
Right.
So, I mean, why not? I feel like that's really what differentiates what I'm doing right now is I mean, I've stepped back from the dentistry. I'm kind of solely mentoring. So
Mhm.
why not replicate yourself and have them be A players as well instead of having the owner doctor being the only A player in the practice, you
Right.
know?
Which is a quick path to burnout, I think.
Right. And
Um,
I was getting there.
yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm
Yes.
sure. I think that's the part about business, whether it's dentistry or anything, that people don't really think about. They just think, "Oh,
Yes.
more time, more everything." It's just really doesn't work like that. Or your brain kind of finds a way to fill all your time,
Oh yeah.
and if you don't stop yourself, no one will.
I mean, to this day, I work day and night.
Yeah.
I'll be on vacation and answering texts about God knows what, but
Right.
work never ends.
Managing people is it's a completely different animal than being good at what you do. And
Yes,
I come from an engineering background. I spent a lot of years in the field, and I knew right away. A good engineer was not necessarily a good manager.
this is true.
So, what's it like managing people and still occasionally seeing patients and trying to do what you love? And
So, one thing I've learned about the managing people aspect is you have to be approachable. The, the people that report to you shouldn't be afraid to come to you.
sure,
Okay, so not everybody's going to have the same vision as you. Not everyone works the same way you do. So, I've learned to just accept people how they are and at least find common ground, meet them halfway if you need to. I mean, you can't, knowing myself, I'm a perfectionist, okay? Not everyone is going to have that same standard of perfect. So I've learned to not let the little things upset me.
yeah,
And also, I mean, the biggest part about managing people is you're working with people. You have to be approachable. So my philosophy is nothing's ever a stupid question. You can ask it to me. I will answer it happily. But if you don't learn the first time and keep asking me the same question, then we have to, you know, find another a detour to figure out the how to make that answer stick. But like my doctors, my team, I have an open door policy. I never turn anyone away. They come to me, I'm ready to answer. Even if I'm not physically there, I'm a text away
yeah,
because sometimes they won't know how to figure out a situation and they just need guidance. That's all it is. So
yeah.
just being that person they can fall back on.
And I think, oftentimes, let's you delegate, you do something, you enable someone else to be better. Sometimes you're able to kind of step out of tunnel vision a little bit because sometimes you think that, yeah, you might be the best at doing things this way, but is that the right way? So I think to your point, it might feel like sometimes like, oh yeah, we're not chasing perfection, we're chasing good enough. But the reality is you can bring out a different kind of perfection in them,
Yes.
right? If you're a good leader.
Yes.
And then they ended up complimenting you instead of trying to be like, excuse my language, a half-ass clone of you,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather build someone up to be the best version of themselves because,
Absolutely.
you know, we're all different. We all have our own skill sets.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Um, so let's talk about a little bit about like kind of what your experience has been like trying to scale the practice. I'm sure that's a mindset shift.
mhm.
Do you ever like feel like, man, I wish I was, still like practicing more or,
No.
do you miss it? Okay,
No,
so
I
like,
don't miss practicing because really dentistry is so hard on your body.
sure.
So, I mean, right now I have all the mental stress, but it's not like physical strain.
Yeah.
But I mean, I say I'm not practicing. I'm still seeing I mean, I get called in the room, let's
Sure.
say to help with an extraction, help find a canal, help I don't know, whatever it may be. So,
Yeah.
I'm still practicing in some way. It's just not having a schedule, if that
Right.
makes
Yeah.
sense. But no, I don't miss that. I did have a big mindset change because, like I said earlier, the little things used to bother me, but now I keep thinking big picture and how it's going to benefit the practice as a whole.
Sure.
So, you know, before I might have nitpicked little things from my own schedule for my own patients, but then I'm learning from my doctors too. I mean, they're showing me techniques that I maybe wasn't taught in dental school or whatever it may be,
Right.
and maybe trying to implement something new in the practice. So, yeah, just coming in with an open mind and understanding that, to grow, I mean, you really have to think big picture.
Yeah.
Just we're so accustomed to being in that tunnel vision and just I don't know, it's just, dentistry itself, the stress is always on the dentist.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a therapist, I mean, you're just doing everything all at once. So,
Right.
once I took at least the physical aspect away from it, I was able to clear my mind and be able to
Yeah.
really be a better owner doctor.
Yeah, because I've seen it too, right? Even just by being there when we're filming content, you take the good and the bad. Sometimes they're singing your praises. Sometimes you're a punching bag.
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
and sometimes it's out of your control. Hint, hint, insurance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um,
You've witnessed your fair share of what happens in a dental office.
yeah, I feel like I'm pretty well versed now.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like walking around talking to people that are dentists. I'm just having a conversation with them. Like, how do you know that? I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm observant.
Now we connected first through like social media, through
Yes.
content. So that means your vision for content pre-existed me, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
so it's just like, what was your vision for that? What did you see in the value of social media? What was your goal? What has it done?
So, I mean, I never cared about going viral. I really didn't. It was more, okay, like let's start showcasing our dentistry, our cases. Let's
Yeah.
show maybe the office culture, how our team is like a family, that kind of thing. And then
Right.
I am creative in that aspect of like, I like to do photography as a hobby and like
Yeah.
I'm still learning, but I
Me
just
too.
wanted to yeah. I wanted to find someone that can bring all these ideas to life, and that I mean, you've done an amazing job and
Thank you.
exceeded my expectations, but I mean, we talked about this before, I never cared about the silly, funny, viral videos,
Right.
but that ended up being what helped our page grow.
Yeah.
So it is a blessing. Uh, I mean, we have, what, 14,000 followers right now on Facebook or
Yeah.
something?
That's wild.
And I'm getting recognized outside, like, randomly. I'm at the mall, and the girl who's checking me, I was like, "Aren't you from Art of Dental?" And it's like, I still cringe because 'cause I'm like, "What does that even mean?" Like, they just see
Right.
me on social media, like,
It's like your local
it's so
celebrity.
awkward. And I have, like, friends or, I had a guy visit me yesterday who was an intern, and now he's a dentist. So, like, he's known me from literally the beginning of my career.
Yeah.
So he goes, "You're not even a dentist anymore. You're a TikTok dentist." So he's making jokes, but, like, genuinely, it's fun now.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
it's not intimidating. Like, we wanna make it to where the dental office is not a scary place, and I think social media is what is helping us do that, and
Right.
it's making patients almost know us before they even walk in the door.
100%. I mean, I think that's the point, right? You're on people's mind. I think we connected like right away.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was because I kind of came in saying the same thing, like, hey, like my goal is not to get you like a million views. It's to make real connection.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, we've exceeded a million views on a couple of our posts. But I think what ended up happening is like we both kind of made that decision, right? Like, okay, let's find that balance,
Yeah.
right? Like we can do some of the funny stuff. I think we did it better. I think we did it tastefully,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Um, but I think we do well. And I think we do well to kind of show what the culture is like,
Mhm.
and then keeping up with the times. So
Well, I realized, I mean, the serious stuff of the dentistry, that's not gonna make you go viral. It's
right,
just people want a good laugh at
yeah,
the end of the day.
100%.
And, like, when you turn something intimidating into something funny, I feel like that's how you're able to connect with people.
I'm really happy you said that because I actually didn't even think about this for the podcast.
Mhm.
But there's been a huge mindset shift in dental focused on comfort, right?
Yes.
Like I didn't start taking care of my teeth until I was like relatively older.
Right.
But, and it was always because like dentist equals pain, right? It equals
Mhm.
1980s brown carpet,
Oh, yeah.
beige walls, nasty smell, drill sounds, right? So people were intimidated by it. But there's been like a huge shift now. So,
Mhm.
you're still catering to those people like, hey, it's more comfortable now. I can tolerate it. But now you got people that are like getting to the cosmetic side of things,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like, okay, no, not only do I want to go to the dentist, I don't need it. I just want to look better.
Exactly.
So it's really, really cool. I think technology is advancing quite a bit.
Mhm.
I mean, it's interesting to me. Like the
Oh,
nerd,
it's
the
ever
nerd in me
changing.
didn't die when I left engineering. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy working for you. I'm very grateful for your support.
Always.
It was just yesterday that we walked in. Like I can't believe it's been literally like 2 years.
Oh, yeah. I
But
mean, it flew by, and then we exceeded what we thought we could do with our social media, so that's been great.
yeah,
But, yeah, I mean, just to piggyback off of what you said, like, when people think dentist, they're thinking some big, scary old man,
Right.
just coming at you with a drill, and then I walk in the room and the patients are like, "Huh?
Yeah.
You? You're gonna pull my
It's almost like they're disappointed.
Yeah, no, actually today, what's so funny is one of my doctors, she told a patient, "You know, that your case is really difficult. I have to call in my owner doctor." So I walk in and the guy goes, "You know, when you said the owner doctor was about to walk in, I mean, I was just blown away. You?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." Like, I'm almost apologizing.
Right.
But it was such a like, I did a very, I mean, scary procedure on him, and the guy ended up laughing the whole time, and it was fun. We ended up having an audience in the room because everyone on the team was like, "I wanna watch this, I wanna watch."
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so sorry, I hope you're not, taken aback by having so many people just over my
Right.
shoulder." And he goes, "No, I love that they care enough to watch this and learn."
Yeah.
So it was fun. It was amazing. Like, the patient was so happy.
Yeah.
So that's really, I think, where the dental field is changing.
And you're called Art of Dental, and I always made that association because it is like an art, right? Because everyone
Yes.
thinks like, "Oh, I see this, I do this." That's not necessarily the case, right? It's just
Yes.
like, "Should I do this? Should I do it differently?
Mhm.
Can I do this in a way that works with their insurance?" You're literally designing the best possible outcome for this
Yes.
person. So I think it's sweet. I've been on like the implant days and all those days when the team's all around.
Oh,
And
man.
honestly, I'm not a very squirmish person, but you guys made me squirm once.
That one day.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see someone with their gums flapped
Right,
around,
and then just
yeah.
somebody railing on their gums, but anyway, um,
But really, it is an art. I mean, not no no two dentists can have the same result,
right,
if that makes sense. I mean, every dentist puts their own twist, their own touch. They have their own eye to how cosmetics should be.
right,
So that's what's really fun for me is when, okay, a patient comes in, they're like, "I'm not happy about how my teeth look." And I'll just come in, no expectations. "Okay, let me just make a few tweaks and you tell me."
sure,
Oh man, the reactions I get. Wow, I didn't even realize the smallest thing you just did. I'm happy. And I'll tell them, yeah, you didn't need to come in and get a full mouth of crowns. I just needed to maybe
right,
just drill your two front teeth slightly just to make them in line. And now look at your smile.
yeah,
So it's just the simplest thing.
and I think that goes to, like, honest dentistry, right?
Mhm.
Because they might have had that notion preconceived because someone else was just trying to rack up an insurance claim,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I gotta do this, that, and the other," but, yeah, so it is sweet, like, I've seen that one. I'll never forget that. I think it's called All on X.
Oh, yeah.
These are the full, complete replacement.
Yes.
That's the one that made me squirm, but it also made me very emotional at the end because it was just like it was wild. It was wild to
Mhm.
see, like, there
Yeah.
was nothing there, now this guy's got, like, an amazing smile.
Yes.
So, um, I'm talking too much, but,
No.
um, getting to know you
Mhm.
personally, I know that family and, like, giving back has always been really, really, really important to you.
Yes.
How has dentistry allowed you to do that or impacted the way you do that or what? Has it?
I mean, the amount of free work I do. No, really, it's gotten to the point where, I mean, I'm doing this because I love it and I'm passionate about it, and I don't think about, am I gonna get paid for this procedure? And, I mean, I have patients that come in and unfortunately, they can't afford
Sure.
this procedure, or, I just they tell me their backstory, and I'm always so emotional about it. It is you're making this connection with this person in front of you, and it's almost like I have a duty to myself and to the patient to do
Sure.
something about it. So, yeah, I mean, there have been so many times like, "Okay, you can't afford this crown. Let me just I'll take my time. I'll do this for you. Why not?" I have a
Right.
a case of like a full mouth cosmetic case where, the finances are getting tougher than they thought it would be.
Sure.
And I mean, I'm I'm about to cement them and just tell them, just, you
Yeah.
can take your time paying me back. I mean, it's just, for me, that's giving back, is making it possible for this person to get something that they otherwise wouldn't have, and then
Right.
maybe unfortunately would have had to pull that tooth.
Yeah.
And to me, that's rewarding.
Yeah. And
And
I think you've got a lot of empathy, right?
I
So,
do, I do.
you know
You know, My patients don't realize this, but sometimes I hear your stories and then I leave the room and I'll just have tears in my eyes and I'm like, it's not fair that the world is like this.
Right.
But then, I end up making them smile and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what I was getting at with that is, it's it's your perspective on what you're offering, right?
yes.
Like if you look at it and say like, okay, I am offering a crown, I'm offering veneer, it's a commodity, right?
Mhm.
But when you think about it from a perspective of like, I'm giving this person confidence
Yes.
back. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this person is now loving themselves because they love the way they look.
Hmm.
That's different.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Oh, there's people where, they'll come to me and it's like, "Oh, I just got broken up with. I just got cheated on. The list goes on and we fix what we fix and they're just bawling their eyes out. They're like, "I finally have the confidence now to
Yeah.
forget about the pain that was caused by this person. I can go out and, my favorite line is after we deliver like a denture or even like all these crowns, I'm like, go out on a date, go have fun, go out in the world. And, they're always like, oh, yes, I'll be posting pictures and sending them to you. Like, I love it. I feel like the patients they're not just patients or strangers to me. Like, I'm making that connection with them. If I see them in public, I'll remember them. I'll
Right.
come up to them. I mean, I have patients that have invited me to their house and they're like, "Oh, just for everything you've done for me, I just wanna cook you dinner." And it's like, to me, that's so nice.
Yeah. Because they're giving back in the capacity they can.
Yes.
So you know how much they appreciate it.
Yes.
Um, what's next for you in Art of Dental?
Oh, for me, that's a good question because I feel like I mean, just it's been so hard for me to keep up with just art of dental alone that I haven't thought about, when they ask you, "Oh, in 5 years or in 10
Right.
years, where do you see yourself?" But I mean,
Alive.
I wanna open multiple locations. I wanna just make a bigger impact in the world. And eventually, I don't know, I think to myself, I'm doing so well with mentorship. Why not do something in the educational field? I don't know. The sky's the limit.
That's one of the best ways I think you can give back because I'm sure it's the same in dentistry as anything else. I'm speaking from my
Mm.
experience in engineering, but the things I learned in the field were not taught in school.
Yes.
There's a lot of, book smart, book smart, book
Yes.
smart, and it's not the way the world works.
Mhm.
So I think that would be great. I think people would appreciate that. Especially now. Like I feel like people are way more in tune with I want to own a business. I
Mhm.
want to bet on myself.
Yes.
And they're taking the traditional paths but turning them into practices. So Doc, thank you. I appreciate you more than you know. I
Thank you.
look
I
forward to
appreciate
continuing to work together. And yeah, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.